around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Oh, Matt, thank heaven you're here.
Jeanie, what's the matter?
Morning, Miss Wells.
Hello, Chester. Matt, I've got to talk to you.
All right. Chester.
You folks will have to excuse me. I can't be puttering around the office all day. I'll be in the back if you want me.
What is it, Jeanie?
Matt, he's here in Dodge City. Ed Bodri. I just saw him. He came in on the morning train.
He's here?
Yes. It's been 4 years, Matt. I'd begun to hope he'd forget, or hope he wouldn't find us. But he's come here looking for Bert to kill him. He swore he would. Oh, Matt, what are we going to do?
Now, wait a minute, Jeanie. Wait a minute. Just take it easy. Now, what does Bert think about it?
He doesn't know yet. He's busy at the blacksmith shop. Oh, Matt, you've got to help us. You're the only real friend we've got out here.
Well, I'm supposed to maintain law and order in Dodge. That's my job, but it doesn't leave much leeway to mix in on personal quarrels.
Oh, there's no quarrel. It's just that Ed Bodri's a hot-tempered fool. Bert never did anything to him.
He married you, didn't he?
Woman has a right to change her mind, Matt.
Well, maybe Bodri doesn't think so.
Matt, you promised me once, a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Jeanie. All right, you go on home. Don't say anything to Bert. I'll talk to Bodri.
Thank you, Matt. Bye, Matt.
Chester.
Yes, sir, Mr. John. Oh, did Miss Wells leave?
Yeah.
They sure are a fine couple, the Wellses. Did you know them before they come on out west?
Not Bert. I know Mrs. Wells. Well, I guess we better drop over the Long Branch, Chester. There's a man in town who may be planning to do some killing.
Hello, Matt. Chester.
Kitty.
Want a drink, Matt?
Not right now, Kitty. I'm looking for somebody. I thought he might be in here.
Stranger?
Yeah, his name's Ed Bodri.
Oh, him. There at the bar, Matt. Third from the end. Next to Tulsa Jim Nixon.
Uh-huh. All right, thanks, Kitty. Come on, Chester.
All right, bartender. Set up another round for the house.
Yes, sir.
Your name, Bodri?
That's right, mister.
I'm Matt Dillon. I want to talk to you.
Well, fine. Go ahead and talk.
Tulsa, suppose you move on down the bar for a couple of minutes, huh?
Well, now, Marshal, what's the idea? This man's a friend of mine.
Oh, you're not very particular about your friends. Go on, Tulsa, drift. Bodri, you came here to kill Bert Wells, didn't you?
Did I?
Well, here's some advice. You take the next train and you get out of town.
Is that official? What's the charge?
None yet. Murder if you go through with it.
Murder's one thing. Calling a man in a fair fight's another thing.
Bodri, I'm the law here in Dodge, and I don't see it as a fair fight. Bert's a blacksmith, and he's not used to handling a gun. You are. So I'm told.
Now, who told you, Marshal? I don't know anybody here that... Wait a minute. Bert's wife, Jeanie. Yeah. I've heard Jeanie mention you. Said you knew her back in Louisville. That was before she ran off.
We'll leave her out of this, Bodri.
So that is it. This isn't official. You're just doing a personal favor for an old friend. Probably a very close friend. Jeanie always did have a weakness.
All right, get up, Bodri.
That was a mistake, Dillon.
I'm not a blacksmith, Bodri.
I'll look you up as soon as I finished with Bert Wells.
If you kill Bert, you won't have to look me up. Bert. Bert?
Huh? Oh, Matt, didn't see you come in.
I want to talk to you, Bert.
About what, Matt?
Ed Bodri's in town.
Bodri. Well, it was bound to happen sometime.
Jeanie just happened to see him get off the train this morning, and she came and told me.
She shouldn't have done it, Matt. It's not your problem.
Well, maybe it is, Bert. The law doesn't like the idea of personal grudges ending up in a killing.
What do you aim to do?
Prevent it, if I can.
And I wish you luck.
You haven't worn that gun for 2 years, Bert. Why start now?
I got no choice, Matt. You know that.
You got no chance. If you let Bodri call a showdown, he'll kill you.
Maybe.
Look, Bert, why don't you take to the prairie, hole up for a week or so while I figure some way of running Bodri out of town, huh?
Would you do it, Matt? Hide out and let somebody else do your fighting for you?
What I'd do
That's
is...
beside the point, Bert.
Huh?
There's a law against killing, and it's Matt's job to enforce it. If you went away, there wouldn't be any fight.
Wouldn't be much honor either, Jeanie. A man can't run and still call himself a man.
He can run from a mad dog, and that's what Ed Bodri is. He never had any claim on me.
It appears he thought he did. Matt, you know where Bodri's staying?
Well, I talked to him in the Long Branch. He probably took one of the rooms upstairs.
You like to walk over there with me?
If that's the way you want it.
Oh, no, Bert, you...
I'll get my hat. Be right with you.
Matt. Matt, you've got to stop it.
How, Jeanie?
I don't know, but there must be something you can do.
Yeah, the way it's shaping up, I can probably arrest the survivor. Still time to turn back, Bert.
Afraid not, Matt. I should have headed out with Bodri back there in Kentucky 5 years ago. But Jeanie wanted to run away and avoid trouble. She was so beautiful, it was hard to argue with her.
Yeah, I know. Be hard on her if anything happened to you.
Life's always hard on a woman, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
I see him. But don't worry, Matt. I won't draw unless he does.
I was just going out to your place to call on you, Wells. I decided you'd had plenty of time to look me up.
No reason to, Bodri.
Most men had figured they had reason. Somebody in the local saloon's been telling their wife's history.
Bodri, you...
All right, hold it.
You're fast with that gun, Dillon.
Fast enough, Mr. Bodri.
You make a good bodyguard. Too bad you can't ride herd 24 hours a day.
I told you what to expect if you kept pushing things this way. Now use some sense. Get out of town while you're still alive.
I've been in a lot of towns, Dillon, and I left them all alive. Wells, I've been planning to kill you for nearly 5 years.
Plans don't always work out.
This one will. You got till sundown. After that, I'm going to shoot you on sight.
All right, Mr. Bodri, you've spoken your piece. Now move along.
Well, sure, Marshal. See you later, Wells.
It's still a couple of hours before sundown. I think I'd like to spend them with Jeanie. I'll see you, Matt.
Yeah, sure. Goodbye, Bert.
Why don't you relax, Matt? You're nervous as a cat. There's nothing you can do now.
Well, maybe not.
Another killing. And you in the middle again. Why, Matt? Why do you do it?
It's a job, Kitty. Somebody's got to do it.
But why you? There are other things in life if you look around for 'em.
Yeah, maybe I will someday.
Sure.
Well, Matt, I brought my kit. All prepared. Where are the victims?
No victims yet, Doc. You're jumping the gun.
I understand it's going to be a real showdown. The boys at the bar are offering 2-1 on Bodri.
Well, that's about the odds I figure. If the shooting really starts.
Now, it'll start all right. There's not a thing in the world that can prevent it.
Yeah, Chester. What are you doing in here? I told you to watch the street, didn't I?
Yes, sir, I know you did, but I guess ain't going to be no fight.
What?
They just found Bodri laying in the alley down the block. Somebody snuck up behind him with a hammer. He's dead. Ain't no light showing around the house, Mr. Dillon.
No. And he might have skipped out.
What about his wife, though?
I don't know, Chester. I can't figure any of this. It's not like Bert to pull a trick.
Hold it. Don't move.
Bert?
Who is it? Who's there?
It's Matt. I got Chester with me.
Oh, all right, Matt. I thought it was somebody else.
Who, Bert?
Why, you know who. Bodri, of course.
I guess I better take your gun.
Official, Matt?
Official.
Well, I got no quarrel with the law. Here.
Thanks. Why did you do it, Bert?
What do you mean?
If it had been a gunfight, the law couldn't have touched you. The circumstances were all in your favor, but this way they'll call it murder.
Now, what are you talking about?
It's no use. You left the hammer lying right beside his body. It's got your shop brand carved in the handle.
Whose body are you talking about?
Bodri.
Matt, you're making a mistake. I went looking for Bodri, yeah, but I didn't find him. And I come back here. Was afraid to leave Jeanie in the house alone. I didn't do it, Matt. You're wrong.
It's not up to me, Bert. It's the court's job. All I can do is take you in. I got no choice.
What about Jeanie? I got to tell her.
Chester will take care of it.
You better if you do it, Matt. You're a friend. That'd make it easier.
I'd rather not, if you don't mind. Now, let's go. All right, Bert?
4 years we've been friends, Matt. I never thought it'd come to this.
Neither did I.
You said you didn't find any money on him. Could have been robbery.
Or made to look like robbery. Either way, there's nothing I can do. Now, go ahead. I'll bring you some blankets and tobacco. If you want anything else, let me know, huh?
I wish I knew how Jeanie was taking it.
She'll be all right, Bert. She's a fine girl.
Look out for her, will you, Matt?
You know, a man's job is one thing. Friendship is another. This prairie country is rough and wild at best, and without the law, nobody could survive in it. And that means putting friendship aside sometimes. But a man still doesn't forget, Bert. Yeah, I'll look out for her.
Thanks, Matt.
See you later.
Yeah, get your prisoner tucked in safely, Matt?
Yeah. What about Bodri, Doc?
He's dead. A blacksmith hammer makes a mighty fine weapon.
At least for sneaking up behind.
I can't figure Bert doing that. It's not like him.
I can't figure it either.
What would you say his chances are?
Bad. The straws all point one way.
Maybe somebody's been messing with the straw stack.
Who?
That's a good question, man.
The court will ask it.
If he ever gets there.
What does that mean?
Kitty came and told me a while ago that some of the boys down at the Long Branch are kind of riled up. They're talking real loose.
Yeah, they're just mad because they've lost their source of free drinks.
Maybe so. But you better keep your eyes open, Matt.
Oh, I know that pack, Doc. They hunt in the dark and pull down stragglers, and mostly they just talk. Don't worry about it. Bert's in jail, and that's where he's going to stay.
Well, but if I were you, I'd still keep my eyes open.
Matt, you here?
I'm here. Yeah, wait, I'll light the lamp.
What were you doing sitting here in the dark?
Jeanie, you shouldn't have come.
I want to see Bert.
No visitors after dark is a jail rule.
Rules don't have to be enforced.
Well, mine do. Bert's a prisoner the same as any other prisoner. He's charged with murder.
He didn't do it, Matt.
Well, that's not for me to say.
You know he didn't. You know Bert. You know he wouldn't do a thing like that. Sneak up behind a man in the dark.
Jeanie, I'm not the court.
I know. And they'll believe he did it.
And the night train's coming in. Hope it's not bringing in trouble.
The morning train did. Matt, I want to see Bert.
I told you that Oh, you little fool. Now, Jeanie, give me that gun.
No. Now, I warn you, Matt, you stay back.
Give me that
no,
gun.
No, Matt, so help me.
I said hand it over.
You knew I wouldn't shoot.
Yeah. Now, what did you hope to gain by that?
I don't know. Get Bert out, maybe. I don't know.
Mr. Dillon?
Yeah, what is it, Chester?
I just come from the Long Branch. I think there's going to be some trouble.
Yeah, that's what Doc said.
The bunch that hangs around there is doing a lot of drinking and talking up the idea of coming over here at the jail.
Oh, no.
Maybe we ought to go over there and do some talking ourselves. Jeanie, you go back home and you stay there till morning. Don't worry about this. Nothing's going to happen.
But, Matt, you can't handle that crowd alone.
I've been handling things alone for a long time. All right, Chester.
Jim Lipton's the one who's been egging him on. He's over there at the end of the bar.
Yeah, he struck up an acquaintance with Bodri when he first got off the train. Guess he figures he's an old partner by now. Come on.
Matt, wait.
Later, Kitty. I got some business with the boys at the bar.
Well, that's what I mean. Tell us what Jim's been buying them drinks for the last 2 hours. They're in a pretty nasty mood.
So?
So be careful, Matt. That's all. Just be careful.
Kitty, I'm the carefulest man you know.
Here in Dodge, supposedly. But what kind of a law is it that lets a man sneak up behind somebody in the dark and murder him in cold blood?
I don't know, Tulsa. You tell me.
Dillon.
Now, don't let me interrupt you. You were doing fine. And this is quite an audience you've got. All the panhandlers, bums, and barflies in Dodge. That's quite a collection.
Calling names won't change the facts.
What facts?
That friend of yours, Bert Wells, that sneaking, cowardly murderer.
That's for the court to decide, Tulsa.
The court. He'll turn him loose. He'll work hand in glove with you. Dillon, we're not going to stand for it.
All right, shut up! So you're not going to stand for it, huh? Well, just what are you planning to do?
You'll find out in due time. Bartender, set him up again, all around.
Now, you've turned into quite a free spender, Tulsa. I never knew you to... Well, a double eagle gold piece. You mind if I take a look at it?
It's good. Don't worry about that.
Where did you get it?
That's my business.
So you're the one who killed Bodri.
That's a lie.
I thought robbing him was just a cover-up, but it wasn't. There aren't many double eagles around Dodge. Bodri had a lot of them. And now you. Where would you get a pocket full of gold pieces, Tulsa?
Wells killed Bodri. That blacksmith hammer was lying right beside it.
Yes, right where you left it. Joseph Jim came into my husband's shop late this afternoon. His horse had thrown a shoe. He had plenty of chance to steal that hammer.
She's lying.
Where did you get the gold, Tulsa?
I won it in a poker game last week when the trail herd was in.
Tulsa, you're under arrest for murder.
Oh, no, you'll never take me.
Doc, you better get up an inquest.
Confound it, Matt. You never give me any chance to practice on live people.
You wouldn't know what to do with them, Doc.
Well, I do get fewer complaints this way.
Matt, does this mean Bert's free?
You shouldn't have come here, Jeanie. Yeah, he's free. Chester will go with you over to the jail and let him out.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Thanks for everything. You told me one time in Louisville that...
Louisville? That was a long time ago. And a long way off. Goodbye, Jeanie.
Goodbye, Matt.
What's it all about, Matt?
What's anything all about, Kitty?
You knew her before, didn't you?
Oh, I met her in Louisville one summer. Saw quite a lot of her for a couple of months. And then I drifted out west.
Man misses out on things by drifting.
And I told her then that if she ever needed help, she could call on me.
Well, she called, and you helped her.
I guess. Well, anyway, that's that.
Matt.
Yeah, Kitty?
When are you going to help yourself?
Story was specially written for Gunsmoke by Les Crutchfield, with editorial supervision by John Meston. Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The story of the violence that moved west with young America. And the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man. Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful. And a little lonely.
I got our horses saddled, Mr. Dillon. I swear I'm so hungry I could eat a whole hog.
Yeah? Well, the hog you got this morning's cooking on that stick right there, Chester.
Is it done?
Well, that depends on how hungry you are.
It's done. Thank you. That's hot, ain't it? It sure will be good to get back to Dodge tonight and sleep in the bed again, won't it?
You know something, Chester? Civilization's made you soft.
Well, maybe so. But I get mighty tired of using my back for a mattress and my belly for a covering.
Obviously, you were born for greater things than rooting around on the prairie and living in the rain.
It ain't been raining, Mr. Dillon.
No, it hasn't, Chester. But it will. Sooner or later, it's bound to rain.
Yes, sir. Wish we'd brought some more bacon. Say, Mr. Dillon, don't old man Granby live around here somewhere?
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe we could borrow a little from him.
According to what I've always heard, old Granby wouldn't lend anybody anything.
Yeah. You really think he is a rich miser, like they say?
Oh, I don't know, Chester. You know, sometimes a man's entirely different from his reputation. I only met Granby once or twice. He seemed like a nice enough old fellow.
Just the same, I wouldn't want to live out here all alone with nothing but a few horses for company.
Yeah, well, he's used to it.
Yeah, but even if he does have a lot of money hid away somewhere, there's no place to spend it out here.
Granby's pretty old for the pleasures Dodge has to offer, Chester.
Oh, by Jing, I hope I ain't never that old.
You know, at the rate you're burning yourself out, you never will be, so don't worry about it.
I know, Mr. Dillon, I live mighty quiet for a young fella who's free and still full of blood and stuff.
Sure.
Oh, I do. Look over yonder.
Huh?
Over there, that string of dust laying right on the ground there. Ain't that funny?
Yeah, I've been watching that. It's not on the ground, though. There's a dry wash that runs along there. I think somebody's driving the stock down it.
Maybe it's old man Granby.
It may be. Well, we'll go over and say hello, huh?
All right. Mr. Dillon?
Yeah.
If it is old man Granby, maybe we might could just ask him about a little dab of bacon, reckon?
Well, there's no harm in that. Oh. That looks like horses down there.
Yes, sir. I can see their heads now. But I don't see nobody driving them.
They belong a minute. Now, let's wait here.
Yonder he comes.
That's not old Granby. Well, let's ride down and say hello anyway, huh? That's Granby's brand on those horses.
You must have hired him a hand.
Yeah, maybe. Hello.
Hello.
You working for Granby?
I ain't working for nobody, mister.
Oh? And where is he?
Where's who?
Granby.
I don't know no Granby.
Those are his horses you're driving.
They are?
Yeah.
I ain't driving them.
What do you mean?
They got ahead of me in the wash there, that's all.
I see. You a cowboy?
Yeah, sure. I'm a cowboy.
Somehow you don't look like one. You don't ride like one, either.
You're asking the questions, mister.
And no decent cowboy'd run another man's horses down a dry wash just because he didn't want to get up on the bank and ride around them.
I told you, they got in front of him is all.
How come you're not carrying a gun?
Does a man have to carry a gun?
No. But I'll bet you're the only man within 1,000 miles of here who isn't carrying one.
Well, maybe I got a better conscience than the rest of you.
Maybe. But look, mister, you've run those horses about 5 miles off of old Granby's place. You want to give us a hand, we'll run them back.
I'm in a hurry.
It won't take long. The old man might be a couple of days finding them if we don't.
You worry about him. I got to get into Dodge.
We'll ride in with you afterwards.
I ain't gonna do it.
It'd look a lot better if you did.
I'd like to, mister, but I can't. I'm leaving now. So long.
Well, forevermore, Mr. Dillon, you just gonna let him go?
Wait a minute, Chester. I'm gonna let him hear what lead sounds like.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot me!
All right, then ride back here.
Don't kill me, mister.
I'm not gonna kill you unless you try to run away.
Why would I try to run away?
You just did, Chester.
Yes, sir.
Ride down the bank and head those horses off. Start them back up the watch. We'll be out of here by the time they're back.
All right, sir, Mr. Dillon.
You stay right close to me, fellow. Don't you try anything smart. When we get to Granby's, if he says it's okay, then you can go wherever you like.
I don't know Granby. I've never been there.
And we'll show you the way. Come on, let's go.
Another visit with Joe and Daphne Forsythe.
Joe? Joe? Joe, stop reading that paper and talk to me.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Well, I was talking to Mrs. Snyder today. You know, she's the one whose boy had 31% less cavities.
Uh-huh.
Well, she thinks that we should buy bigger savings bonds.
Uh-huh.
She says that when people can afford it, it makes more sense. Oh, she says there are a lot of different denominations. They start at $25, but then there are $50, $100, $200, and even $500 bonds.
Is that so?
And then with the ones we've already bought through the payroll savings plan, we'd have quite a nest egg.
Uh-huh.
Are you listening to me?
Uh-huh.
Did you know that the total accumulated compounded semi-annual interest of the Series E savings bond will amount to 93 1/3% of the original purchasing price?
Uh-huh.
I thought so. Joe, what did I say?
You said that United States savings bonds are a safe, easy way of investing.
I did.
That they help guard our country's freedom.
And?
They're the best investment in America's future.
I said something else, too.
Oh, yeah. You said that the total accumulated compounded semi-annual interest of the Series E savings bond will amount to 93 1/3% of the original purchase price.
Well, now, how did you do that?
Husband's trade secret.
Old man Granby sure can find his horses all right now, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, but I want this cowboy here to meet him. Now we'll see if he's in the house.
I'll wait for you.
Get off a horse, fellow. Go on. That's better. All right, come on. We'll take a look. Well, what are you waiting for?
Nothing.
You go ahead, Chester. Looks like I'm going to have to herd this man in.
Yes, sir.
You've been kind of balky ever since we ran into you, haven't you?
I just don't like being dragged around. I never did.
Well, I just want you to meet old Granby. He'll be grateful for your helping run his horses back here.
I know what you think, mister. You think I was stealing them horses? Well, I never heard of the old man. I was never near this place.
So you told me, but you're here now.
I ain't afraid of you or nobody.
And let's go into the house. Come on.
Mr. Dillon?
Yeah, what is it, Chester?
Old Granby, he's in there.
Oh, what's wrong?
Right in the room there, Mr. Dillon. He's just hanging there.
What?
Somebody went and hung him right in his own house. I don't want to see him no more. You go take a look at him.
Pull your gun and hold it on this man, Chester. If he makes some move, shoot him.
Yes, sir. Now, you just stand right there real quiet like.
I ain't gonna do nothing.
You sure ain't.
Just because I happen to be in the country don't mean I killed nobody.
Yeah. Mr. Dillon will decide about that.
Who is this Mr. Dillon, anyway?
He's a United States Marshal, that's who he is.
A marshal?
A marshal. Looks like you run into the wrong people, fella.
Here, I'll hold your gun, Chester, and you search him.
All right, sir. Here. Turn around.
All right, take it easy.
Now, the house is all torn up. You must have been looking for old Granby's money.
I was never in that house.
Ain't nothing on him. Not a thing.
All right, Chester. Here's your gun. Here, catch it.
Thank you.
What's your name, fellow?
Trimble. Joe Trimble.
Where are you from?
Up north.
Up north where?
All over.
What are you doing down here?
Making a change.
Sure. And some cowboy you ran into told you about Granby being rich. So you came here and you kicked the old man around and then you hung him, then you tried to find the money.
That's a lie. This is the first time I was ever near the place.
I'm sure you did it, Trimble, but I wish I had more evidence. The court of law just might not convict you the way things stand.
You gonna let me go?
No, I'm not gonna let you go. I'm arresting you and you're gonna stand trial, and I'm gonna do my best to see you hung.
I didn't do it, I tell you. And I'll go free, too. You'll see.
Now, there's something mighty wrong about you, Trimble, and I can't figure it at all. But I'm sure gonna find out.
Another visit with Joe and Daphne Forsythe.
Hey, honey, I'm home. Daphne.
Drop dead.
Uh-oh, what's the matter, honey?
Don't you speak to me, you Don Juan.
Don Juan? Daphne, I'm no Don Juan. No habla español.
Very funny. Ha, ha, ha.
Well, it was no prize winner, but...
Neither are you Lothario.
I've often wondered, what's a Lothario?
I don't know, but that's what the wives on TV always call their husbands. I guess it applies.
Do you want me to go out and come in again?
As far as I'm concerned, you can go for a long walk, preferably on a short pier.
Well. Oh, come on, Daphne. What's wrong?
Your good friend Harry called, and he spilled the beans.
Which beans?
He said, quote, "Tell Joe he was right about those blondes. They're great," unquote.
Blondes?
That's what he said. Well?
He didn't say blondes. He said bonds. Savings bonds.
What?
Sure. I buy 'em on the payroll savings plan. And I told Harry he ought to do it, too. Savings bonds have a guaranteed interest that pays back $4 for every 3, which is a pretty good investment.
That's a pretty good story, too.
It's true, so help me. That's why Harry's so happy. Savings bonds are great.
Well, maybe you're right. You wouldn't really fool around with blondes, would you? You're too faithful and sweet and kind and...
Fast talking.
We let Joe Trimble dig a grave up behind the house, and then we laid old Granby in it and covered him with dirt. I was pretty sure now that the old man had never had an extra dollar in his life, and that he'd been killed for no reason at all. Well, anyway, Trimble had done a pretty thorough job of looking for the money, and he'd found nothing. On the ride into Dodge, I tried to figure out just what he was, but he didn't seem to fit anywhere. He wasn't a cowboy or a hunter or a gambler, or even just a drifter. Well, after we got him locked up in jail that night, Doc and I went over to the Long Branch for a drink with Kitty. And I was telling him about it.
How old is this fella, man?
Well, around 25, I guess, Doc.
Oh, well, then he couldn't be running away from home.
He's a little old for that, Kitty.
Yeah, well, anyways, he'll hang him.
Well, I hope the judge agrees with you, Doc.
And why shouldn't he?
All I got so far is circumstantial evidence.
Well, then you should have shot him out on the prairie.
It's a good thing you're not a lawman.
Well, maybe if I were, there'd be fewer killings around here.
I doubt it.
You going up to Hayes for the trial, Matt?
Yeah, I have to.
That'll take a week, I suppose.
Oh, Bob, why?
Nothing. Only you just been away for 10 days.
Oh, I gotta earn a living, Kitty.
Well, you could make more money gambling. Right here in Dodge.
Oh, now, Kitty, don't start that again, will you?
Good evening, Marshal. Miss Kitty, Doc.
Yes, hi, Major.
I'd like a word with you, Marshal.
Sure, Major, sure.
If you excuse us.
We'll go over to the bar there. I'll be back, Kitty.
No hurry, Matt. Doc's got a lot of money.
I'll buy you a drink anytime, Kitty.
Well, that's the best offer today, Doc.
Let's go, Major.
I had to come to Dodge on other business, Marshal, but I wanted to pass the word to you that we're looking for a man.
Oh, the Army, you mean?
Yes, a deserter.
No?
Not from Fort Dodge.
Oh, where was he stationed, Major?
He was with the 7th Cavalry at Fort Lincoln.
Up in Dakota, huh?
For some reason, they think he headed south. Now, I don't have much of a description of him, just that he was a private, about 25, curly blonde hair, a scar on his left hand.
Well, that fits. What was his name?
He enlisted as Joe Gould, but he's known to have used the name Trimble.
Well, he's right here in Dodge, Major.
He what?
I got him locked up in jail.
Well, that's fine, Marshal. But how did you know that?
I think he murdered an old man who lives about a day's ride north of here, and I'm going to have him tried for it.
That won't be necessary now, Marshal. I'll take over custody of him.
Then he'd be tried at Fort Lincoln for desertion. I want him tried for murder, and I got to be there to present the evidence.
Well, you could go up to Fort Lincoln.
No, Dakota's out of my territory, Major. Besides, this is a civil crime.
The Army wants that man, Marshal.
I'm sorry, Major. He's going to be tried in Hayes first.
He's still a soldier, even if he did desert.
Well, if the judge lets him off, you can have him, but not otherwise. Major, he tortured and hung an innocent old man, and I'm going to do my best to see him punished for it.
I'll have to take this up with my superiors.
Well, you better hurry. I'm going to Hayes with him tomorrow.
I hope you won't regret this, Marshal.
I won't, Major. Not if Trimble is properly punished, I won't. I didn't wait till morning, but started out for Hayes with Joe Trimble that night. The trial lasted a week, and in spite of all the arguments I made, the judge finally decided that there wasn't enough real evidence to convict him. I even tried to make Trimble confess, but he was too smart for that, so there was nothing to do but bring him back and turn him over to the Army. I sent word to Fort Dodge, and the next morning the major himself appeared to take him into custody.
Well, Marshal, looks as though you didn't have much of a civil case after all.
He killed old Granby. I know he did, but the law's the law, Major.
Yes. And in the Army, orders are orders. But I'm sorry your judge didn't convict him after all.
How's that so? Chester.
Yes, sir.
Bring Trimble out, will you?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll give the Army credit for one thing, Major.
What's that?
Trimble and I rode back some 80 miles yesterday, and when we got here, he wanted to sit up and play cards with Chester.
Well, there may be some bad men in the cavalry, Marshal, but they're all tough.
Here he is, Mr. Dillon.
Alley's yours, Major.
Private Trimble, sir.
You're under military arrest, Private, and not privileged to salute. Besides, you enlisted as Private Gould, not Trimble.
Yes, sir.
Report to the guard outside.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute, Trimble. You know that you're mighty lucky, don't you? You should have died for what you'd done.
I told you I'd go free, Marshal.
It'll catch up with you someday, Trimble. It always does, somehow. That's all I wanted to say.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, Marshal. I'll be getting along.
Major, you said you were sorry that the judge didn't convict him. Why have you changed your mind?
Marshal, now he won't even be tried. Not for some months, anyway.
Right. You mean that the 7th doesn't want him anymore?
Oh, they want him all right. My new orders are to send him right up to the Dakotas.
Oh?
Seems that the 7th Cavalry needs every man available. They're leaving Fort Lincoln soon on an expedition against the Sioux and the Northern Cheyenne.
The Sioux, huh? I wonder if old Sitting Bull is still the chief medicine man with them.
Sure he is. But at any rate, the 7th will be heading into Montana Territory.
Yeah. Well, if they're after Sitting Bull's tribe, they will. He's always had a large camp over on the Little Bighorn.
Yes, I know.
By the way, who's in command of the 7th Cavalry now?
An officer I served under a couple of years. I never did care for him much. A Colonel George Custer.
Gunsmoke. Produced and directed by Norman MacDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. The music was composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Sound patterns were composed by Ray Kemper and Bill James. Featured in the cast were Parley Bear as Chester, Howard McNear as Doc, and Georgia Ellis as Kitty. George Walsh speaking. Join us again next week for another story of the western frontier of America in the 1870s on Gunsmoke. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Nice day, Matt.
The wind's gone down anyway.
Mm-hmm. Sure was blowing last night.
Where were you last night, Doc?
Out at the Caldwell place. Mrs. Caldwell's expecting.
Huh? Still?
It was a false alarm last night.
Yeah, you ought to get some sleep while you can.
I know. That's right where I'm headed, too.
Doc Adams.
Oh, hello, Ruth.
I've been looking for you, Doc.
Matt, this is Ruth Tucker, Shell Tucker's son.
Hello, Roof.
We ain't met before, Marshal.
No, we haven't. How is your pa these days?
Well, he's just like ever. But it's Ma I come to get Doc for.
Your Ma? What's the matter, Ruth?
She swallowed a nail, Doc, and it's hurting her bad.
Swallowed a nail? How'd she do that?
Well, I told her not to, but she was fixing the chicken house anyway, and she had some nails in her mouth.
You say it's hurting her?
It's her stomach. She's got a terrible pain in her stomach.
That's right. I'll ride out with you right away, Ruth.
I ought to warn you, Doc. You know how Pa is.
Matt, Shell doesn't like doctors.
No?
He hates them. But he ain't there right now, Doc. He's been out on the prairie the last couple of days.
When'll he be back?
I don't know for sure, Marshal. But Ma said to get Doc anyway. She doesn't want to die.
Shell'd cause trouble if he found Doc there, would he?
He sure would. He'd beat him half to death.
Well, maybe I better ride out with you, Doc, just in case Shell comes home while you're there.
That's a good idea, Matt. I think you'd better.
Ruth, you know Chester, don't you?
Oh, sure.
I'll go over to the Long Branch and tell him that I want him to go with us, huh?
Okay, Marshal.
How is she, Mr. Dillon?
I don't know, Chester. Doc's still working on her.
Well, there ain't no sign of Shell, anyway.
That's some help.
What's the matter with a man like that, Mr. Dillon? Hating doctors the way he does?
I don't know, Chester. Probably there weren't any doctors around when he was young, and what was good enough for his father is good enough for him. Some fool notion like that, you know.
Shell always was a mean old cuss, except for his horses. He's always treated horses like they was human. Did you ever notice that?
Shell isn't really a bad man, Chester. He's just ignorant and prejudiced because of his ignorance.
If he'd have been here, he'd have let Miss Tucker die rather than have Doc operate on her, wouldn't he?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's bad. To me, it is.
Maybe if Doc saved him someday, he might get over his ideas.
Doc ain't gonna have a chance to help Shell, any. He ain't never had a sick day in his whole life, I know.
Oh. You all through, Doc?
Yeah, all through, man. How is she, Doc?
She's dead.
Dead?
I guess her heart couldn't take it. I don't know. I had to operate, though. She'd have died sure if I hadn't.
It isn't your fault, Doc. You did all you could.
Yeah, I know. But I always feel maybe if I'd have done it better, things like this wouldn't have happened.
You're not to blame, Doc. You want me to tell Roof?
I've already told him. He's in there with her.
Huh? How'd he take it?
He didn't say a word, Matt.
No, Doc, you must be plumb wore out.
I am.
Doc?
Oh, yes, Ruth.
You too, Marshal. You're going to have to help me.
Sure we'll help you, Roof. What is it?
Well, it's about Pa. I don't know what to tell him when he comes back.
Well, just tell him the truth, Roof. Doc tried to save your mother, but he wasn't able to. Nobody could have.
You don't know Pa very well, I guess. He just won't stand for it.
There's nothing he can do about it now. It's all over.
When Pa says a thing, he means it. And he said none of us was ever to go near a doctor.
Roof, do you agree with your Pa's thinking?
No. Neither did Ma. But we didn't dare cross him when he was around anyway. I'm afraid of him, Marshal. You have to stay here and tell him.
Well, I've got to get over to the Caldwell place. That baby's due any time now.
But you can't go now.
I'll stay here till he comes back, Ruth. Chester, you better ride into town in case anybody's looking for me.
All right, sir.
It's a funny thing how a doctor can lose one life and maybe bring another into the world the very same day. Well, come on, Chester. We can ride partway together. I got another one of those Civil War centennial stamps in my album here. And, I kind of like this the best of them all. Because it's the one on Appomattox, where the blue and the gray got together and decided to quit all that shooting and killing. Nothing here now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, here. Now, this Appomattox was just a little town in Virginia, but it got into history in a big way on April the 9th, 1865. That's when General Robert E. Lee figured the South had it and asked General U.S. Grant to come there and talk it over. They say the Union general showed up wearing a private's uniform and kind of muddy from the ride. But looks didn't much matter. The thing was that Grant took to heart what President Lincoln said, like it's on the stamp, with malice toward none. Yeah. And he made the terms of surrender decent enough to go along with. To be real precise, Lee only surrendered for the Army of Virginia at Appomattox, and not for the whole Confederacy. But when the word got around about it, all the armies of the South threw away their guns and came back home again.
Well, that ought to do it, Ruth.
I want her buried good, Marshal.
How about a cross? You want to put a cross up?
I'll let Paul decide that. Oh, my gosh, Marshal. Here he comes now.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It looks like he's been riding pretty hard, doesn't he?
Paul always rides hard, but he takes mighty good care of his horses all the same. He's never hurt one yet.
Yeah, I know.
Hello there, Marshal.
How are you, Shell?
Well, what are you doing out here?
Shell, your wife died.
Died?
Now, Ruth and I just finished burying her.
She died?
Yeah, just a few hours ago. We didn't know when you'd get back, so we went ahead and buried her.
What'd she die of?
Well, she was holding some nails in her mouth, and she swallowed one of them.
Ruth, take this horse into the barn and dry him off.
Sure, Pa.
Rub him good now.
I will, Pa.
Don't let him near no water yet.
Oh.
What are you doing out here, Marshal?
I came out with Doc.
Who?
Doc Adams. He did everything he could to save her life, Shell.
He cut on her, didn't he?
Well, he tried to get the nail out, if that's what you mean. She'd have died from it if he hadn't.
Cutting on her. That's what killed her.
Look, Shell, your wife was dying, and Doc tried to save her. Now, that's what happened, no matter what you think.
I got no use for doctors. They're all croakers. That's what my old man calls them, croakers, and that's what killed him.
Oh, well, I kind of figured that's where all this came from. Shell, have you ever thought maybe that your old man might have been wrong?
Not about them, he wasn't.
Who told Doc to come out here?
Your wife wanted it.
After all the times I've told her to stay away from doctors.
Well, I guess she didn't want to die, Shell. I guess she wanted a chance to live.
Poor defenseless woman. He come out here and killed her. Well, Doc Adams is going to pay for this, Marshal. I'm telling you right now.
You lay a hand on Doc, and I'll run you out of the country, Shell.
Maybe it won't be a hand I'll use, Marshal.
Try anything like that, and you'll hang for it. I'll find you wherever you go.
He killed my wife with his bungling butchery. He's a murderer.
There isn't a man in Kansas that'll believe that. Doc's a pretty valuable citizen around here.
Not to me, he ain't. It's an eye for an eye, Marshal, like it says in the book.
You even try it, and I'll throw you in jail.
I don't try nothing.
Then you'll hang.
Will I, Marshal?
I left Shell Tucker standing by his wife's grave, and I rode back to Dodge. Ordinarily, Shell was peaceable enough, but there was no telling what he might do now. Doc stayed at the Caldwell place that night, and the next day, too. I thought he'd be safe there, so I didn't worry about him. Until the next evening. Kitty and I were having supper at the Dodge house.
Matt, for a town that lives in the cattle trade, you'd think we'd be able to eat decent steak.
You should have had the prairie chicken, Kitty. You didn't have to walk all the way from Texas.
Oh, that steak I had got carried. It was too old to walk. See, I've never eaten prairie chicken, Matt. What's it taste like?
Well, I tell you, Kitty, it's a little chicken with an awful lot of prairie.
If I didn't know you better, I'd say you'd been drinking.
And if I know you, you'll order steak next time anyway.
Ah, don't give up easy, Matt.
Yeah, I know.
Well, remember it, then.
Yeah, sure.
You don't know much about women, do you, Matt?
Well, I'm learning.
Yeah, but the pace you've set, I'll be in my grave before you're out of first grade.
You know, it took me 10 years to learn how to handle a 6-gun.
Well, that's the nicest compliment I've had all day.
Drink your coffee. I gotta get out of here.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dillon.
Oh, hello, Mac.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, Doc, when'd you get back?
Yeah, just now.
Well, sit down.
Thank you.
How's Mrs. Caldwell, Doc?
She gave birth to a 12-pound boy this afternoon.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's not what I came to talk about, though. Matt, somebody tried to shoot me on the way back from the Caldwell place.
Huh? Who was it?
I didn't see him. And since I didn't have a gun, I rode straight ahead, fast.
Oh, where'd this happen?
About a mile the other side of the grove.
Yeah, I should have come out there and ridden back with you.
So you know something about it?
Yeah. Shell Tucker. He came back after you and Chester left, Doc. He made some threats.
Yeah, I might have known that. But I'm not going to be a target for Shell every time I go on a call in the country. I'm going out and see him, Matt. We'll have this out, face to face.
Well, I don't think you can change his mind, Doc, but I'll go with you. If he admits shooting at you this afternoon, I'll bring him back to jail. Maybe I'll bring him back anyway.
Hometowns in America have a lot in common, and yet they're each one of a kind. Take, for example, Niagara Falls, New York. In addition to serving as a honeymoon capital of the world, Niagara Falls finds it necessary to consider its own 100,000 citizens, most of whom are not just marrieds, but year-round residents. They work at DuPont Chemical or Union Carbide and shop at Beer Brothers. On a clear day, they can see Toronto from the pool at the country club. And in the evening, they read the Gazette and dine at the Treadway. Meanwhile, aside from the newlyweds, others take the plunge. Literally. One of these was Red Hill, a champion of the Falls, whose battered barrel is at the Falls Museum. Others of sheer grit have gone over in everything from life preservers to rubber balls. Fortunately, most prefer the view from Prospect Point or the Cave of the Winds catwalk, where you catch the spray in a yellow slicker. But if your hometown is Niagara Falls, you already know this. We only wanted to remind you it's still there.
looks like, Shell.
Here's him and Ruth both.
Now, let's leave them here. They'll stand.
They got a horse tied down in there, Mr. Dillon.
Well, he's down, Chester, but he's not tied.
Oh, my God, he ain't. See, when you look at that.
Yeah, he broke his leg. Well, that's too bad. Well, here we are. Doc, I'll go in first in case Shell gets excited.
All right. Go ahead, I'll close it.
Hello, Shell. Ruth.
Hello?
Did you bring that croaker out here to kill my horse for me, Marshal?
Oh, now, Shell.
Wait a minute, Doc. I'm sorry about your horse, Shell.
That bay is the finest animal I ever owned.
What happened?
Well, he just topping him off when he fell. Busted his leg. Oh, blimmer.
That's too bad.
Ruth, go on up the house and fetch my rifle.
Okay, Pa.
Terrible thing to lose a horse like this.
Yeah. I'll do the shooting if you like, Shell.
No, thanks. I'll kill him myself. It's my job.
That's a funny thing. We always shoot a horse if it breaks a leg, but we wouldn't think of shooting a man when he does.
You croakers got other ways of getting rid of people.
I'll overlook that, Shell. But I'll tell you something.
I don't want to hear nothing.
You like that horse, don't you?
Of course I do.
Then don't shoot him.
Don't shoot him.
Look, Shell. That horse is done for anyway. So it won't hurt to let me try to fix his leg the same way I would with a man. It just might work.
You mean put a cast on him?
I do.
I never heard of putting a cast on a horse.
You're crazy.
It's up to you, Shell.
I wouldn't let you near my wife if I'd been here. And I'm not going to let you fool with my horse.
All right, Shell. You shoot your horse, and then I'm taking you back to Dodge.
What for?
You're going to jail for taking a shot at Doc yesterday.
Now, that I didn't exactly say that.
Shut up, Doc.
I ain't going to no jail.
Yes, you are. Unless maybe Doc changes his mind about charging you with attempted murder. And then I couldn't put you in jail.
That's right. See, you know, Shell, I might get so busy working on this horse, I'd plain forget about everything else. And I might even save the animal to boot.
Now, make up your mind, Shell. I got to get back to Dodge.
Well, all right. But you better make it work, Doc.
I said I'd try. That's the best I can do, ever. No matter who the patient is.
Okay, Doc. You try. But you try real hard.
I always do, Shell. Real hard.
Chester and Ruth made a fast trip into Dodge for plaster of Paris and some muslin to go under it. And when they got back, Doc went to work. About an hour later, he had a heavy cast on a horse's leg. And after giving Shell some final instructions, he was finished. He promised to come back in a couple of weeks and put a lighter cast on, and then we left. Shell didn't say much, but I knew if anything went wrong with that horse, he'd be after Doc again. However, 6 weeks went by before anything happened. Doc and I were in his office with a game of chess that we'd started a few days earlier.
Doggone rook of yours sitting down there, man. If I move my bishop, you'll be right in on my queen.
Yeah, it's the only move you got, Doc.
All right. There you are. Yeah. Now, see what you can do with that, huh?
Couple more of those, and I'll get that queen.
Doc?
Hello, Shell.
Doc, I've been looking everywhere for you. Blast you. Why'd you put a sign on your door saying you were out?
Shell, how come you're wearing a gun?
Man, be a fool not to wear a gun in this town, Marshal.
You'd be a worse fool to try to use it.
Now, don't you rile me. I'm in a bad enough temper already.
What's wrong, Shell? Something happened to your horse?
No. He's tied up right outside, Doc.
What?
Yeah, I took that second cast off myself, and then I rode him in here. Of course, I took it easy with him, Doc.
What do you know? By heaven, it worked.
Well, that's fine, Shell, but
What do you say? Heat it up about?
Well, you'd be heated up too, Marshal, if you'd been carrying a bad tooth in your jaw as long as I have.
What? You mean you're looking for a doctor, Shell?
Well, I'm mad enough to admit it, Marshal.
Oh, well, now, Shell, you just sit down right over there. See that? I'll see what I can do.
Okay, Doc. This is the one right here.
I see.
Now, try to get it out, will you?
I'll try, Shell. That's the best I can ever do. Ever.
That's good enough for me, Doc.
It seems that my best source for examples of usage of political terms is that old political character of a politician, Elijah Cuddlestone. To give you an example, I say there are too many factions. That is, too many factions are working against each other. What we need is harmony. I mean, within the party, harmony is essential, that is. Well, what Elijah said is true. There must be order and harmony of purpose for a group to successfully reach a goal. Too many factions struggling against each other within a group can defeat the purpose of the group without outside help. It's peculiar, but faction meant a fighting group in the days of the Romans. They divided the combatants in the circus into groups or classes called factions, each class wearing their own special colors. These combatants entertained a strong esprit de corps as they strove against each other. Because of the competitiveness and spirit of these factions, the term faction was easily applied to political partisans.
Gunsmoke. Produced and directed by Norman Macdonald. Stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Featured in the cast were Parley Bear as Chester, Howard McNear as Doc, and Georgia Ellis as Kitty. George Walsh speaking. Join us again next week for another specially transcribed story on Gunsmoke. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.